Good morning. This is your homegirl Ish, and welcome back to a safe space for the strong. Happy Monday morning to you. So glad for anybody that is viewing this video right now. I really pray that as we go along this journey together, we're able to open up and begin to find solidarity and a sisterhood within this safe space. So, last week was my very first video, and for anybody that tuned in, thank you so much for the support. I know that I am requesting that anyone that feels as though your strength is also your hindrance, be welcome into this space. But I need you to know that as that strong person, as that strong friend, this is truly a healing for me. So thank you everyone who is laying their hands out there to me to help to heal at this time. And I truly pray that whoever comes into this safe space, we find a space for all of us to begin to heal. Because as we begin to heal and we begin to move past that strong stereotype, we're able to relate better to other people. And that truly is how we need to be in this world, to build relationships, to be able to push forward and do the things that we need to do. So as I promised last week, today's video will be called removing the cape. So when you come into this space, I want us to remove the cape that so many of us are forced to wear. And not only do I want you to remove the cape, I want you to remove the cape and adjust your crown. Because that strong woman, have you ever been, I wear a lot of hats. And I don't mean just like a mom and I work and all this. I mean hats. I like hats. I like accessories. But have you ever been somewhere and you have a hat or you have something on your head or your purse and you're carrying so many other things and your hat is just basically by the wayside, like you holding on to it, it's underneath your chin, you got it by the brim or doing something. Or my favorite is if I'm wearing like a baseball hat, which I hardly ever do, that baseball hat just be leaning to the side because you don't have time to stop and really just replace your hat and make it look good. So I want you to know and understand, when you come into this space, remove that cape. You don't need it in here. I don't need you to be anybody's superwoman. I don't need you to do any of that. I want you to take your crown that's halfway hanging off. You may be holding it around your wrist like we do, something like that. I want you to take that off. I want you to adjust your crown, and I want you to take a deep breath and say, I'm okay. I'm in a judgment-free zone today. There are other women in here with me that have things that they may be able to offer me that I may be able to use and that I can go forth with and that can help make my day better. Words of encouragement, words of wisdom, words of constructive criticism if needed, because as strong people, we have to be able to give that as well as receive that. And just somebody that may be able to offer a prayer, somebody that may be able to just, I don't know, a haiku. Not everybody prays. So we have to be willing to take that cape off when we come in here. Now, when I say take the cape off and adjust the crown, what I'm telling you to be is remove the mask and be your authentic self in here. We deal with so many things in the background that nobody knows. What did Patty and I say? Behind the curtain, before the curtain even begins, everything that you have to put together before you present yourself to the world, before the curtain is drawn and everybody can see you, you have to fix your face. You have to make sure you put on a smile. You have to make sure anything that's bothering you and is scaring you and is hurting you, is causing you stress, is causing you anguish, whether it's the kids out here acting like they don't have no sense, because you know that's what they do. That's their favorite thing to do. Whether it's your partner, whether it's your family, because who taught your kids how to act crazy? Probably your family. All of these things are going on, but when the sun comes up and we get into our cars or we get on our bus or we get to walking or whatever we're doing, we have to be the perfect show. We have to show everyone that not only am I out here going to work, taking care of my kids, being a good partner, planning a beautiful vacation, driving, making sure I have an education, and I'm a Delta, and I'm an AKA, and I'm the presidential suite foundation member of this, that, and the third. I have to look that part. I have to be that part. But on the inside, you're like, damn, I'm tired as hell right now. I'm tired of helping this person. I'm tired of going over here with this girl. Can she get this together? But when it's time for you to get that, it's no one's there to be found. I had a conversation with a friend last Thursday, and we were in a car and we were riding and we're chatting, and she said, you know, Aisha, she's like, if somebody needs help, if I see that somebody needs help, they never even have to ask me. I just reach out. What can I help you with? Do I need to take your kids? Do I need to pick you up? Do you need this? Do you need that? Da 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 da. And she was telling me, she was like, but when I feel like I'm juggling too much and nobody can just see that, or they say, well, why didn't you just ask? And that's what I get a lot. Why didn't you just ask, Aisha? I would have helped you if you had just asked. But my thing is, if you see that I'm juggling all these things at one time and I never have to ask you, I just step in, why don't you just step in? Ish, what is it that you need? So here in this space, I want us to be able to just remove that cape, say, I'm okay, this is what I need. And you let us know what it is you need. That help may come to you anonymously. That help may come to you from a friend that you didn't know was paying attention. That help can just come from anybody. And the next thing you know, you're getting to where you need to be mentally and spiritually. Because in this space, this is more of a spiritual and a mental healing that my goal is here. And I want you guys to know, before I even get on the camera, the first thing I do is pray. And I ask God to make sure that whatever's coming out of my mouth, someone hears and says, there is an understanding. Someone is understanding what I'm going through right now. So I want everyone to know this is your time to remove that cape and adjust your crown, and that way we can go out, and before the curtain is drawn and everyone can see us on stage, we are okay. If you are interested in joining me here in a safe space, I am in the process of setting up my my little area where people can come and sit and chat with me, or I can even come to you, or we can meet somewhere. Please let me know by DMing me at homegirl_ish at IG.com, or at Aisha, which is spelled AISHA .white. Or, excuse me, I'm about to give you my work email address. It's Aisha E. White, and that's Facebook. Or you can email me at safespaceaew@gmail.com. I also want us to be reminded that sometimes that strong woman is being looked at by women who don't consider themselves strong, when in all actuality, their strength lies in something different. So I want you, because sometimes I feel like women don't see themselves as strong. So well, Aisha, I thought you were the strong one. And I see them as strong. I see them as doing what they're supposed to do. So our versions of strength are different throughout women and cultures and things like that. So I want you to give an encouraging word to a woman today that you know who may not see herself as that do-it-all woman because she's doing other things. So I want you to give that word of encouragement to her today. I think that would be awesome. Or to that woman that you know is down on her luck and she's got things going on and she just can't seem to get past those things, give her a word of encouragement today. As strong women, we need to be building other women to be strong too, so we can all join this space together. So again, thank you so much for viewing this. I will be posting some information on my page about a baby supply drive. As strong women, we do need to help other women and adjust their crowns as they go forward. So thank you so much for joining me today. You can put your cape back on now. I know you probably were itching to put it back on, but you can put it back on now. But when you're in here with me and with other women, I want you to remove the cape and adjust your crown. Have a great, blessed Monday. Thank you for joining me again. Bye-bye.